Hello, 大家好. This is Jingwei, and today I'm going to do a quick guide on Valkyrie. So it seems like everyone is building her because she is strong, she's great, her buffs, and most of all, she's, overall one of the best characters in game in global right now. So today I'm going to show you guys how to build her, her patterns, her emblems, magic devices, gears, and other stuff. So let's get into it. First, let's pull up my spreadsheet. Okay, let's just expand first. So if you guys are not sure, I have actually made a Pixel Heroes guide. It's in the form of a Google spreadsheet, so you guys can refer to it. I just made a quick guide for Valkyrie. If you guys want more of these for other characters, let me know. Okay, either way, so let's start. So for Valkyrie, right, I have written down her best skills to use based on her needs, the recommended magic device, the gear sets, and her teammates to use with. So let's bring back my screen. Okay, here. Why is it on top? Okay, so based on what I have written, the best skills to use on her are force, physical combo, piercing, and anger. So this is the very standard 4 skills to use in any DPS. It's like a must use. These 4 are very strong skills used together. So if your DPS is a mage, just change to magic combo and magic, right? Yeah. So that's the simple part. So for end game, right, you will be able to equip 2 patterns of 2 different skills and 2 emblems which provide 2 skills. So in total you have 6 skills. Let me say it here again. Skills do not stack, so do not bother getting the same skill. If you have the same skills, they will automatically take the higher tier even if it's different, even if it's separate on the pattern and on the emblem. So just make sure you have all individually unique skills. Okay, so let's start. So the best skills to use are these 4, as I've said, and then the other 2 should be used based on what your needs are. So if you're using Valkyrie as your main DPS, which most people are in global, then I would recommend using Berserk and Will for the last 2. For if you are not using her as your main DPS, which will take place in the future when future units power creep, then you can consider changing the skills to Armor Break, Exterminate, or Strike. Actually, Strike is a very popular skill for DPS and it will replace Berserk when you unlock Awakening Note 4. I will get into that later. So basically for Armor Break, is this skill she can utilize properly because of her second skill, which have a 85% chance to chain her normal attacks. So she will have quite a high chance of inflicting armor break. It is quite a good support skill. Next is Exterminate. Her AoE skill hits quite a lot of people, usually 5 at the max, and it's good to apply Exterminate to counter the Twins Revive. And lastly for Strike, this is actually the DPS skill, and once you unlock Awakening Note 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, this is the 4th one. Any units that unlock Awakening Note 4 will start the match with full rage bar, which means that you can cast your skill in the first round. So using Strike with Awakening Note 4 is very good to burst the opponent units in the first round. Okay, that's it for skills. So I've done an example here. You can take a look. So on my patterns, I will have Exterminate and Anger. Here I will have Berserk and Piercing, and for my emblems I will have Force and Combo. So next we move on to Magic Device. So for endgame, we mostly use the limited magic devices, but for early game, for people like global, you all can consider using V-Breath or Silver Feather. Yes, either one of those, they are fine. Later on, when you unlock the red magic devices, this is her best bet. This red one, I don't know the name, but this is the best one for her. using this together with strike and at her awakening level 4 can burst down the opponent team in the first round very very easily. It's quite deadly too. So yeah, just take note. It's a very strong combination. So for early game, just use these two. Both of them are fine. Moving on, we have the gold gear. I think it's called sparkling gear in global. There are only 2 sets, so obviously she will use the offensive set. The description is written inside. Next, about her strongest awakening, which is awakening node 6. Is quite far ahead, so this is a end game thing, but her awakening node 6 allows her to buff the whole team's damage by 20% when she's on the field. Just take note, it's really good. So her best teammates obviously are light units, because her last skill gets a buff based on the number of light units that are present on the team. So excluding Gale and Themis, which should be mandatory in everyone's teams, you can consider using White Star and Kronos as teammates. I get that these two are quite expensive to build, so you can just choose either of them. Both are fine. White Star is very damage focused. She provides buffs and stuff, which is great for Valkyrie. Kronos is more of a debuff kind. He can turn skip and apply the debuff. I think it's a crit debuff, so great for Valkyrie too. If you can use 3 of them together, awesome. If you can just pair her up with any one of those, that's also very good. So yes, that's it. That should be most of it. So if you want to fact check, right, I'll show you all the top people who use Valkyrie, so I'm not like gaslighting y'all. Okay, let's see. Okay, I don't think okay, finally got one. So let's look. So this is I suspect this should be an awakening 6 or max awakening, since she already has the buffed level 25 one. Either way, I'm not sure why she's using a mix of offensive and defensive set, but that's fine as well. So let's look at the skills. She has the combo on. This is Berserk for the crit. Then on her patterns, she has anger and piercing, and exterminate and strike. So yes, this is one example. Let's look at the next one. Okay, don't have. Okay, one more. So you can see this is a full offensive set. The red device, which is great, together with strike, piercing, and force, exterminate, anger, and combo. So yeah, these are what you can consider using for your valk. So if you want, just follow this sheet. Okay, this is all you need. Yeah, that's it, I'm done. If you guys want me to do this for any other any other any other heroes, tell me, okay? I will consider doing it. But please don't tell me make this kind of guide for like all these, or I am not going to make a guide for RGB units, I'm so sorry. But they roughly follow the same thing, you can just follow. I can do a guide for any light dark units that are relevant in that game. So any light dark units you want to know more, or want some sheet like this, let me know. Okay, I'll do it for any light and dark units. Okay, thank you. 再见 everybody. 谢谢你的关注。